Good morning, students. Today, in the topic of the 10 blessed companions, we are going to read another very important question. And the question is, write brief notes about the lives of any four of these companions who did not become caliph. So to get a grade in this type of question, because personalities are going to be discussed who did not become caliph. So in personalities, introduction, event of the conversion or entry into Holy Prophet ﷺ's life, important services or events and death, etc. required to write down. So concentrate yourself. The first personality in 10 plus companions who didn't become the caliph is Abu Ubaidah bin al-Jarrah. So we are going to read now. He was the son of the Abdullah bin al-Jarrah. His father did not accept Islam, but his mother became a true Muslim. He accepted Islam at the age of 27, mainly through preaching and persuasion of the Abu Bakr. He is believed to be the ninth convert to Islam at Mecca. He is counted amongst the 10 blessed companions and is also a scribe of the divine revelation. He emigrated twice from Mecca, first to Abyssinia and then to Medina, and was about 40 years of the age at the time of Hijrah to Medina. He participated in all the ghazwas, battles led by the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and in the Battle of the Badr, he had an armed duel with his own father. The Quran mentions this as, "You will not find any people who believe in God and the last day, loving those who resist God and his messenger, even though they were their fathers, or their sons, or their brothers, or their kindred." In the Battle of the Uhud, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, whose hooks pierced his head, injuring him, Abu Ubaidah pulled the hooks out with his teeth and lost two of his front teeth. The Holy Prophet ﷺ prayed, "O dear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept this deed of self-sacrifice which is done just to please him." When the Najran delegation arrived from Yemen, after they had embraced Islam, they requested Prophet ﷺ to send someone to them to teach them Quran and Sunnah. Prophet ﷺ answered them, "I'll appoint and send you a very trustworthy Ashabi." Prophet ﷺ sent him. After the death of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, two main parties represented the assembly of the electorals. The Ansar party was led by the Khazraj chief Sa'd bin Ubadah, and the Muhajirin party was led by Abu Bakr, Umar, and Abu Ubaidah. Later, during the caliphate of the Abu Bakr and Umar, he commanded the Muslim army in Syria, Iraq, and Palestine. When Umar appointed him as the commander in the place of the Khalid bin Walid, Khalid said, "O people, the custodian of the Ummah has been appointed over you." This remark was in this light of the saying of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, "There is a custodian for every Ummah, and Abu Ubaidah is the custodian for this Ummah." He was appointed the governor of the Syria after the Battle of the Yarmouk. Important towns of the Hims, Damascus, and Aleppo were captured by Abu Ubaidah. He died during the outbreak of the plague in Amwas near Al Jaya at 58 in 638 AD. Umar was so impressed that he always wished that he should be caliph after him. Okay, student, the next personality who is included in the 10 blessed companion but didn't become the caliph is Said bin Zaid. So the same things are required because this is a personality which is going to be discussed in detail. Introduction, events of the conversion or entry into Holy Prophet ﷺ's life, important services or events, and death, etc. should be discussed. So concentrate yourself. We are going to read now. Said bin Zaid belonged to the Banu Adi tribe of the Makkah. He was one of the followers of the monotheistic religion of the Ibrahim. He was paternal cousin of the Umar bin al-Khattab. Said bin Zaid was probably the first convert from the clan of the Banu Adi, and he probably influenced 6 other early converts. He is counted amongst the 10 blessed companions. He was married to Fatma bint Khattab, sister of Umar, the second pious caliph. Said and his wife Fatma accepted Islam together and both belonged to the vanguard of Islam. Umar embraced Islam after he heard recitation of the Quranic verses from Said's wife and his own sister Fatma. Said was in the first batch of the emigrants of the Medina and he stayed in the house of the Abu Lubaba Ansari. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ established brotherhood, he entrusted Said bin Zaid to Rai bin Malik Ansar. Said participated in all of the battles led by the Holy Prophet ﷺ and was present on the occasion of the Bai'at Rizwan. He also participated in the Battle of the Ajnadain, 13 after Hijri, against the Byzantine army. This was fought during the Abu Bakr's caliphate, and the commander of the Muslim army was Khalid bin Walid. During Umar's caliphate, when Khalid had laid siege to Damascus, he appointed Said the commander of the cavalry troops. The Byzantine army suffered heavy defeat and Damascus fell to the Muslim army. Then in the Battle of the Yarmouk, he led an infantry division and played an important role in the Muslim victory. After the capture of the Syria, Said moved to Medina to lead a retired life. He attended Umar when in 23 after Hijri, he was fatally wounded and advised him to nominate his successor, and Umar accordingly nominated 6 persons, excluding from the list Said bin Zaid, eligible for the caliphate. In 35 after Hijri, when Usman was killed, Said was in Kufa, where he eventually died in 51 after Hijri at the age of 80. Said was well known for his piety, worship and devotion, and he led a very simple life. The next personality in the 10 blessed companion who did not become a caliph is Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas, as we are going to discuss in detail. And this is a personality, so things required to write down to get A grade are introduction, event of the conversion or entry into Holy Prophet ﷺ's life, important services or events, and death, etc. So concentrate yourself now. We are going to read. Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas belonged to the Banu Zohra clan of the Makkah. Saad was the paternal cousin of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Saad was among the early converts, and it is said to have been only 17 years old at the time of the conversion. He was brought to the Holy Prophet ﷺ together with Abdurrahman bin Auf by Abu Bakr. His mother had threatened him that she would die of starvation if he did not abandon Islam, but he remained steadfast and she had to give in. The Quran in the following words supports Saad's firmness. But if they, your parents, strive to make you join in the worship with me, things of which you have no knowledge, obey them not, yet bear them company in this life with justice, and follow the way of those who turn to me. Prophet ﷺ once sitting with his companions, it seems there was some kind of the revelation, because he was looking towards horizon. The companions also started gazing. Prophet ﷺ faced the companions and said, "A man who belongs to paradise will soon appear." They all turned to various directions who it could be. It was Saad bin Waqas Raziyallahu anha. Saad participated in all the battles led by the Holy Prophet ﷺ and was actively engaged in the important expeditions afterwards. He fought bravely in the wars against the Persians. Abu Bakr appointed him the governor of the Persia. He was the commander of the Muslim army in the conquest of the Iraq, and he laid the foundation of the town of the Kufa. He was the hero of the decisive battle of the Qadisiyah against the Persians. Though he himself was ill and issued orders from his bed. On his deathbed, Umar empowered 6 important companions, and Saad was one of them. He was made the governor of Kufa during Usman's caliphate. After Usman's murder, Saad was requested to become a caliph, but he refused. When Ali was elected as caliph, Saad withdrew from politics till his death in Medina, where he was buried. When he was seen in the company of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the Quraysh said that they would accept Islam if the poor men like Saad were not allowed to sit with the Holy Prophet ﷺ. The Holy Prophet ﷺ received a revelation in support of Saad and similar other poor people and rejected the request of the Quraysh. According to Hadith, Saad was the first Arab to shoot an arrow in the path of God. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "O God, answer Saad when he supplicates you." During the battle of the Uhud, Holy Prophet ﷺ was heard by Ali as saying, "O Saad, shoot the arrows. May my mother and father be sacrificed on you." There are many inspiring incidents, but crossing the Tigris River, which was full of flood, he ordered his entire army to penetrate in the surging water waves, saying, "Allah is enough for us, and He is the best to trust." There was no bridge on that side. They swam forward to other side as if they were walking on the land surface. Saad Raziallahu anha remained aloof during the dispute of Ali Raziallahu anha and Muawiyah Raziallahu anha. He was asked the reason for this, which he answered, "How could I fight whom Prophet ﷺ asked to me? Ali Raziallahu anha is just like Harun alayhi salam to Moses alayhi salam." Saad died in Medina, left behind 250,000 dirhams, and according to his wish was buried in the shroud made from the gown he was wearing in the Battle of the Uhud. Good morning, students. The next personality which is included in the 10 blessed companions but did not become a caliph is Talha ibn Ubaidullah. As this is a personality which is going to be discussed in detail, to get a grade, the things required to write down are introduction, event of conversion or entry into Holy Prophet ﷺ's life, important services or events, and death, etc. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start now. Talha ibn Ubaidullah Raziallahu anha. Prophet ﷺ recited this glorious verse and then turned toward his companions, Rizwanullah ta'ala alayhim, pointed at Talha Raziallahu anha and said, "Anyone who wants to please himself by looking at a mu'min walking on the earth who has fulfilled his pledge of martyrdom should look at Talha Raziallahu anha." He was doing business in Basra, where he met a monk there who informed him about a prophet who was going to appear in the sacred land and gave his appearances. He came to Makkah homeland. He went to the house of Abu Bakr Raziallahu anha, who accompanied him to Prophet ﷺ's place, and after having oath of alliance, Deen Islam, entered his sweet soul forever. He did not suffer persecutions for long and migrated to Medina. He could not participate in the Battle of the Badr because an assignment was entrusted to him outside Medina. Talha Raziallahu anha felt so sad and was quite tormented for missing the reward of joining the Prophet ﷺ, who accorded him peace of mind and included him as a Badri Sahabi, and was awarded the exact reward as he gave to each one who had fought this battle, Battle of Badr. Battle of Uhud, when the entire field was filled with calamity of awful confusion in which polytheists took an advantage. Talha Raziallahu anha was fighting like a raging army. He was fighting with full force, but his eyes were always on Prophet ﷺ's holy person. He did see all of a sudden Prophet ﷺ bleeding. This was unbearable for him, so he rushed like an attacking lion and reached the holy person ﷺ in a jiffy. He spotted Prophet ﷺ with his left hand while fighting with the right hand, warding off the enemy's attacks. In a similar situation in the Battle of Hunain, Talha Raziallahu anha again defended Prophet ﷺ with a small party of the Mujahideen. Talha was one of the wealthiest Muslims. His whole fortune was spent in the service of Deen Islam? Prophet ﷺ called him Talha the Excellent, Talha the Splendid, and Talha the Generous. Talha served as one of the chief advisors of Abu Bakr and Umar and cooperated with them in the best possible manner. He was instrumental in getting Usman elected as caliph after the martyrdom of the Umar Raziyallahu anha. The vicious campaign against Usman, he remained neutral. He joined Aisha Siddiqa Raziyallahu anha to avenge the death of the Usman Raziyallahu anha in the Battle of the Jamal. Talha Raziyallahu anha was martyred in action, and Zubair was also martyred treacherously after the battle. Ali Raziyallahu anha gazed at their kind, gentle, pure sad eyes and said, I have heard with my 2 ears, saying Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Talha and Zubair Rizwanullah ta'ala alayhim are my neighbors in paradise. So this was the topic. Read this question again. Make your notes. Thank you so much.